It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dallas Goedert. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Eagles and the Packers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball? He increased the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis from the 33. Here's second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Lance. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On play action, Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one they so wanted to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packer Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
And Lance now to throw. Forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Lance. And he's got it. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Okay, right?
Jones. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Part is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The Eagles at 12-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts throw into the hands of McLaurin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch just turn it upfield and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. An inside give to Jones. Fights through and now a crease. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 50-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
11 yards for number 11.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You look at this Eagle defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the...
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and going to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
is Lance on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On first down, Lance. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Lance looks to throw again. Here's Freiermuth again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
I actually like the fake, all right? It gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete to Wicks. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Runs over. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's a Packers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 8 yards out. And the Packers have regained the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in
the corner. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 24-all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrase that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Steelers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jordan Love, a touchdown pass in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Lance now to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he goes out right around the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Second down at the 39-yard line.
Here's Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Hurts.
and 4.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's up to the 47. Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! Terry McLaurin, 37 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running right, Jones. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking to throw on second down.
Hurts.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete to Wicks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nifty juke that
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Lance going to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And that, nearly picked off. But would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. To throw, it's Lance. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's complete to Brown, right side. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Second down and 6 now. Now a give, right side, Swift.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the Packers' 40-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Pushes past him and bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Throwing on first down is Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Throwing now is Lance. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
Lance now on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now Lance again.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Flushed out right.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They're hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Swift is hit and he coughs it up.
And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, Swift.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Lance. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
It's Madden NFL 24, and this one features Jordan Addison. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Vikings and the Chiefs, coming up next.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Chiefs at 14-1 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Purdy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and short.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
And he works free. Still going. They can't stop him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now with Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On first down, Purdy. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to slither by. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
This is unbelievable.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 61 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Purdy now to throw. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
That throw right sideline here is complete.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
This taken in by Kincaid. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number one. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game defensively. They have a big challenge on their hands. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. If they needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Purdy looking to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Purdy from the gun.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Purdy.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Blake. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Blake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Steelers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jordan Love, a touchdown pass in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Bolden all time. He's now at 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Bolden with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, able to avoid him, powering his way forward.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Rashee Rice
from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking for for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. They'll find Osborne here.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. This one caught by Osborne, right side.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2nd down and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Purdy looking to throw.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne
there to make the grab.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw here.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From a yard out.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He's Going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now Purdy. This is caught by Addison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this to the 31. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action here. Purdy. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards and a first down on the Chiefs.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Purdy from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run by Pacheco on second down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Purdy. Finding space at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing. Purdy. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as a tackle made at the 42. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Purdy to throw.
incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
One last shot at the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Kansas City,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.